Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ride-op instruction video for Chicago Midwest Racers. This video has been a long time coming. Obviously, there's a lot going on last summer, so I didn't quite have time to work on rides or make the video like this. But with work on new rides resuming tomorrow, I figure now is as good a time as any. Before we start, just keep in mind that these procedures are for post-pandemic. This ride will not be opening until after the pandemic concludes because we are expecting massive crowds for this ride. And of course, we don't want to take that kind of risk until the pandemic is over. So let's get started. Just some things to note about this ride. This is a Power Ops ride and a special procedures ride. So the pay for a ride-op on this crew is $18 an hour. This is the most coveted crew and the most highly honored crew of all the Power Ops crews. And only the highest scoring individuals will end up on this crew. This is where the interval is, at the bottom of the non-inverting loops. We want to strive to hit interval every time. It's about 70 to 75 seconds, so it should be definitely achievable. If you hit interval every time, then the massive lines we were expecting will just go that much quicker. Some rider requirements real quick. The minimum height for this ride is 52 inches. And the maximum height is 78 inches. The reason for the maximum height is because people over the maximum height will have their heads above the back of the seat, which can cause problems with as forceful launch as this. In terms of limbs, you must have, at the minimum, one leg below the knee and one arm with at least 3 fingers that can grip. So 2 fingers and a thumb. And they must be diagonal. It has to be right arm, left leg, or left arm, right leg. It cannot be left arm, left leg, or right arm, right leg. It must be diagonal. Hard casts are not allowed on this ride. That is a common thing with Intamin and Bulliger and Mabillard. And any boots and slings that you have must come off. We do have cubbies on the platform, and those accommodate items, pretty much everything except for large stuffed animals because they don't fit in the cubbies, and basketballs or any other sports balls because those can roll around, and we don't. The last thing we need is a basketball or football gumming up this well-oiled machine. And there's also the obvious stuff: no pregnant guests, no recent surgery or illness, and no neck, heart, or back trouble. At least for the first couple years, we may cut some of these. There are 20 positions. There are 4 temporary overflow rove positions, 2 for the easy queue line and 1 for the standby line. There's 2 entrances, 1 for standby, 1 for easy queue. There are 4 metal detector positions, 2 for easy queue and 2 for standby. There are 2 crab positions, 1 for easy queue, 1 for standby. There is a control host who sits at this lovely panel. There is a launch control operator who sits at this very small panel and also reminds people to keep their arms down. There's a host at the elevators. And there's a host at the exit stairs. So for right now, there are 20 positions total. For the queue length, Going down from here to here is 20 minutes. These first set of switchbacks are 20 minutes each. So 20, 40, 60 for a total of 80 minutes at the end of this first set. These are 30 minutes each, so another 90 minutes total for 170 minutes at the end of this first set, or at the end of this second set. And then this third set is another 30 minutes each for 260 minutes at the end of the set. And then the back is another 15 minutes for 275 minutes at the end of the queue. Now, with a lot of new rides, you're going to have the need for overflow queues. So going out this way, going to the end of this right here is another 25 minutes. So that's 300 minutes right here. Going to the middle of this section here is another 15 for 315. Going to this lamp here is another 30, with the other 15-minute mark being about right here. So 345 minutes here. 360 minutes is right here at this lamp. The last lamp before the exit path is 375 minutes. You're going to split the line right here if you're a Rove. Make sure people can get out of the exit. 390 minutes is this lamp around the corner here. 405 minutes is the beginning of this long straight section. After the next three lamps, you have 420 minutes. 435 minutes at the Route 99 sign, which is right here. And then the beginning of the water is 450 minutes. That is 9 hours we are expecting, because a ride of this scope has never been done before, and people are definitely going to come from all over to try and experience this ride when it finally does open. We also have overflow for Easy Queue, because the original line will only hold 60 minutes. So this corner right here is 15. Back corner over here is 30. The split here is 45. And then the full queue is 60. And then starting on this side, this corner right here is 75 minutes. And then 90 minutes for this lamp. 90 for this, 105 for this one. And then at the beginning of the water is 120 minutes, so 2 hours for Easy Queue. The rotation will be started preliminarily by the Easy Queue metal detectors. It's also one of the first position cut. So due to staffing, we may need to cut positions. We're going to start with the first overflow row on the Easy Queue side, and then the first overflow row on the standby side, and then the second overflow row on the Easy Queue side, the second overflow row on the standby side. The first position cut from the metal detectors will be the Easy Queue metal detector. The second metal detector position cut after that will be the standby side. And then we will cut second crowd and then second entrance. and then the exit host, and then the elevator and spiel host. So you'll rotate in the following order every 30 minutes. The EasyQ metal detector will start the bump rotation, who will then go to standby EasyQ for an hour. I say an hour because rotations are every 30 minutes, and there are 2 positions in each metal detector. They will then go up the stairs and start at EasyQ crowd, and then standby EasyQ. So there'll be a crowd for an hour. And then you'll go up here to load 1, also known as dual or enable. Then back here to load 2, and then cross the platform to unload 2, and then down here to unload 1. And then you will rotate into the launch booth, and then into the main control booth, and then down here to elevator and spiel, and then down here to exit, where you then go all the way around. Bump rotations may take a while. By the time the bump rotation is completed, it'll be almost time for the next one to start. So they'll come around to EasyQ entrance, and then standby entrance, and then go back up to EasyQ metal detector. The line roves will fit in between exit and entrance. So first you will spend an hour doing EasyQ line rove, and then an hour doing standby line rove. Keep in mind, if you want to stay at any of these positions for a prolonged period of time, that is okay. Just make sure your crew knows and make sure it doesn't cause any issues. Especially with the sit-down positions that people so desperately want. So like I said before, the bump rotation is going to start with the EasyQ metal detector, although they may not always be there. If we cut that position, then the standby metal detector will start bump rotation. If that position is cut, then EasyQ crowd will start the bump rotation. If that is cut, then the EasyQ entrance will start the bump rotation. If that's cut, then exit will start the bump rotation. And if that's cut, then elevator and spiels will start the bump rotation. If staffing is, for some reason, so bad that all of those are cut, then we will stick to platform rotations, and then we will rotate the other positions off of breaks. Keep in mind that since this is a brand new ride, this will be one of the last rides to run out of staffing. So just keep in mind that if this ride has cut all those positions and is doing platform rotations, it is either the end of the day with no crowds, very, very slim chance of that happening, or to the point where we start needing break help due to low staffing, due to people going back to school, or other crises happening. So each of the queues, should you need to open them, will be opened in order from closest to farthest from the station. No mystery there. And that's pretty much it for preliminary stuff. So why don't we get this rolling? And let's start with the exit position. Or no, elevators and spiels. Let's start with that. So you are going to stay here, and you are going to spiel for the most part. Occasionally, you are going to have alternate access come up. Now, what is alternate access, you may ask? Alternate access is anyone not coming through the standby or the easy queue line. So, in your case, they're going to come up the elevator. They're not ambulatory. There are many kinds of alternate access. The first, the green form, is the one where if you have a physical disability that impacts your ability to walk upstairs or wait in line for prolonged periods of time. If they have that, they will first go to entrance, who will give them a time. The time they give will be the current time, plus whatever the wait time is. So, let's say it's a nice quiet day. And they come to the ride, and it's about an hour wait. And it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The time you write down is 3 o'clock. That is unless they want the front row, then you'll add another 15 minutes. Now, this does mean that on opening day, if they come by and we have the line all the way out to the end of the bridge in the back there. Let's go ahead and see. All the way down there, wrapping around, and all of these, and it's the full 450 minutes. That means, and you can give times for after the park closes. That means if they come to you at, say, noon, they will not be able to ride or take any other time until 9 o'clock at night. So just remind them of that and tell them it's probably a better idea to get the time closer to the end of the night. Now, depending on how late the park is open and how long the line is, there may be need to close the line early. I really don't like doing that, but we really can't have our associates here and the ride's running until 5 o'clock in the morning. So that may become a need. So if that's the case, just remind people getting alternate access of that as well. Another form is the green form, is the yellow form. That is your Plan Your Day pass. Plan Your Day is for mental disabilities that make waiting in line difficult for people. They will come up the exit stairs as well. What they will do is they will come straight to the ride. You'll write down the ride. You'll cross off the time and then give them their next ride time, which is based on the interval that is circled on their form. That can be as low as 5 minutes in a really quiet day, or on a really busy day that can be as high as 150 minutes. Now, keep in mind that since the interval time between ride times may be the maximum interval time may be much lower than the actual ride time or the actual wait time for MidWest racers, there will be a limit of 1 or 2 rides per day per pass for that kind of Plan Your Day pass. Now, this limit may be lifted if it's a really quiet day, or it may be increased, but it's usually going to be only 1 or 2 rides if it is instituted. In order to keep guests on that side of the platform happy, or happy-ish, because they'll have been waiting probably 5 or 6 hours at a minimum, we will keep alternate access to a minimum interval of 3 trains apart. This includes VIP tours, plan your day, regular alternate access. So if they need to wait a tad longer to get them on a train, just explain it, that's why. Speaking of which, VIP tours. That's not us, that's the other side. We've pretty much done all we need to here, so let's go to the other side, to the exit. So these are the exit stairs. You'll be taken care of ambulatory, alternate access passes, and VIP tours. VIP tours will come straight up the exit, and you'll get them on the next available train. Simple as that. Just keep in mind, though, and it is up to you to enforce this, but it's also mostly up to the tour guides to enforce this, that VIP tours will have a similar limit of 1 or 2 rides on Midwest racers per day, at least for now while the ride is new and still has many, many large crowds. So basically you stay here and handle alternate access. You also look after some medical equipment that cannot fit in the cubbies. Elevator host will do the same over there. That's pretty much it for exit host. There's not much to it. You'll spend 30 minutes here before rotating to the next position. So once you are rotate out of here, you'll rotate into standby line rove or standby overflow rove for this half of the line. So you're going to walk the midway, and you're going to monitor the line however long it may be to make sure there's no line jumping, to make sure people don't have prohibited items. That way they can go put them in the locker before they've ended up waiting way too long, and it causes a scene, because we don't want that at all. There are 2 roving positions, the back and the front for each side of the line. Start at the back, you'll rotate again to the front, which will handle anything bleachers and up. So bleachers and up will be handled by you. Again, same duties, just different place. In addition, you also have 2 easy queue positions, which are about the same. Back easy queue line rove will handle anything farther back than the Route 99 sign, and then front easy queue line rove will handle anything forward of the easy queue sign. So let's go to entrance now, because like the other positions before, there's not much to it. So there's 2 entrance positions here. They are sit-down positions, so they are highly coveted. You got your phones here in case you need to call up to the controls or anyone else. You will also at some point have a height stand here. You'll have your height sticks. Remember, the height is 52 inches. You will also have a test seat and a test cubby. Test cubby is to make sure people don't have items that would not normally fit in the cubbies, if there is any doubt. Usually the items are pretty clear, like basketballs. There's sports balls and oversized stuffed animals, but there may be some items that are questionable, like oversized backpacks. So you will sit, you will greet guests, you will make sure they are tall enough, make sure they meet all the rider requirements, and make sure they have no prohibited items with them. If you are the only one here, which again has to be really bad staffing for that to happen, feel free to close the line if you need to go open any queues or check on wait times. That's pretty much it. You are the first gatekeeper of this line. If you're on the easy queue side, which is this side, you have to scan their easy queue queue-bot, make sure it's the right level, and make sure they've got their time. that they've been assigned before you let them into the line. Also make sure if they have an item pass, which will be explained later, that it has all the pertinent information on it, and it pertains to the current time they are. So that way people can't share item passes. And people can't wait in line for other people. We don't have that going on. So going up this way, we have our easy queue and standby metal detector positions. The purpose of these positions is to vet each person and see what items they have on them. Because due to the closeness of each part of the ride to each other, you are not allowed to have anything in your pockets. It all must go in the zippered pouch in front of the seat. So the metal detector pretty much reveals anything that may be hiding. And if it doesn't go off and it slips by, whatever, that means that item's probably not hard enough to cause any issues anyway. So besides that, you've also got to do pretty much everything entrance does. You got to scan for prohibited items. You got to scan to make sure everyone meets rider requirements. You will also have height sticks with you so that you may height check people who come by. Look a little too short to ride. And the prohibited items, you can give out item passes, which will allow people to go, put their item away, and come back through the easy queue. Now they must wait in the easy queue line. They cannot just come back up. That is their penalty for not reading the rules, which are very clearly posted. Now, if the metal detector goes off, you will apply a red stamp that indicates everything must come out of their pockets and must go into the zippered pouch when they board. If not, you will apply a green stamp, which means everything is A-OK as is. Don't forget to check that Easy Queue and Easy Queue tickets are the right level, and that club memberships are valid going through this way, same as you would at entrance. You're also in a prime position, especially if you're on this side, to watch for line jumping and to quash it wherever it pops up, which will be very important during the first season this ride is open. So heading up the stairs, we've got our crowd positions, or more like full, or as you may call it, trooper, and as it's more commonly known, crowd control. You'll stand here, and you'll assign rows. You'll also do everything in each position before you need to do, such as check for rider requirements again, height check if need be, check for prohibited items, and give out passes. Item pass if need be. If you're on this side, you will check one more time to make sure Easy Queue, queue bots, and club memberships are valid. You'll make sure tickets are valid, and you will collect those. You will also collect the item passes. You will write void on the item passes and Easy Queue tickets.
Welcome back.
Once they are used, and you will not keep them and use them for your own personal use. Provide you a special set in order to bribe guests to leave if the rider will be down for a long time.
Oncoming riders, please step quickly and carefully.
So watch
in front of you
and be vigilant, because you are the last line of defense here against anything that may gum up the works.
And place those items in the zipper.
The last thing we need is items gumming up the works after it has been waiting in the line for 4.5 or more hours.
They will be closing at this time.
It's now time to move on
Next,
to
pull the lap bar
restraint
down
checking
as far as it will go,
and safety sensitive positions.
So our mechanics can check your restraint.
Now, the order of clears is very important.
Hands, arms, feet, and legs
It'll start with
and your
this
head
position right here.
Now
In this
get ready
position.
for the most exhilarating ride of your life through the streets of the Windy City. Attention riders
Unload 2
waiting
will
to
put up
board.
the first clear.
Just a friendly reminder that if
Load
you
2
have a
will see
red
that
stamp,
and put up their
all
clear.
items must come out of your pockets, even if they are zippered, Velcro,
Unload 1 will
or
all see that and put up their clear.
These
You
items
need
may
1
be
clear
placed
from
either
each
in
of
the
these
bins
directions
or
in
in the
order to
zippered pouch in
put
front
up
of
your
your
high
seat.
clear over in this position. You're also in charge for pushing the verify button, which retracts the restraint release and allows the train to move. You are also in charge of pressing the move train buttons in tandem with controls.
Welcome back. When the train stops,
So here is how
up
you
on
check
your
a seat.
lap bars, grab
You're
your
going to go to
items
each
out of the
seat.
pouch,
You're going to
and
ask
exit to your left.
the rider
Enjoy
if
the
everything
rest
is out of their
your day at
pockets.
Chicago Thrill Yards.
You will look at the pouch to make sure it's zipped,
Oncoming riders,
and then you will
please
push,
step quickly and
and then you
carefully
push,
through the
pull
gate in
the
front of you.
restraints.
Place your large items in the
The
bins,
rider answers
and then
no.
take your seat.
You will unlock this car
Next, empty your
by
pockets
holding up
and
the
place
number
those
of fingers
items in the zippered pouch in
that
front of your
pertains to the
feet.
car you're unlocking.
Riders on the
Each
platform,
individual car can be
please
unlocked
stand clear
3
of the
times
gates. They will be closing
before the
at
whole
this
train
time.
needs unlocked, and the whole train needs to be rechecked.
Hold the lap bar down as far as it
So
will go.
try and get it
and
right the
raise your
first time.
arms so our mechanics can check the restraint.
That
During
lovely
your
screen
ride,
there
please
shows
remain
each of the
seated.
seats.
Keep your hands, arms,
The seat will
feet,
need to
and
turn
legs
green
inside the train at all times, and your head
in
against
order
the headrest.
for the person to be able to ride.
Now get ready
You may
for the
use
most
effort if you
exhilarating
want
ride of your
to
life through the streets of the Windy
to
City.
get that seat to turn green.
Attention riders waiting
Just make
to board.
sure the rider
Just a
consents
friendly reminder that
and you
if
don't do
have
any
a red
wacky
stamp,
full
all items must
body
come out of your
weight
pockets, even if they are zippers,
methods
Velcro, or button pockets. These items
that may injure
be
the
placed
rider.
either in the bins or in the zippered pouch.
We don't want any bruises. This is not an RMC or an arrow. So the seats that are being checked for this position are this seat, this seat, this seat,
Welcome back. When the train
and
stops,
this seat.
lift up
First
on
4
your
seats
lap
over
bars,
here.
Grab your items out of the pouch.
Let's try it.
And exit to your left. Enjoy the rest of your day at Chicago Thrill Yards. Oncoming riders, please step quickly and carefully through the
You'll
gate
press the
in
gate
front of you.
button right here to
Place
close the
your large
gates.
items in the bins and then take your seat. Next, empty your pockets and place
then
those
the
items
restraints
in the
will
zippered
lock
pouch in front of your feet.
automatically on their own.
Riders on
We'll
the
explain that
platform,
later once we get to
Please
controls.
stay clear of the gates. They will be closing at this time. Next, pull the lap bar down as far as it will go.
And then you will
raise your
need to
arms
ask,
so our mechanics can check.
"Hello, sir, everything out of your pockets?
During your
Okay,
ride, please
check.
remain seated.
Everything out of your
Keep your
pockets?
hands, arms,
Okay,
feet, and
check.
legs
Everything out of your
inside the train
pockets?
at all times, and your
All right,
head
check.
against the headrest.
Everything out of your pockets?
Now get ready for the
All right,
most
check.
exhilarating ride of your life.
Go ahead
in
and
the
look at your
streets of the
seats,
Windy
scan
City.
for any items.
Attention riders waiting to board.
Look up here and make sure all the seats
Just
are
a
green
friendly
once they are.
reminder that if
Press
you
that
have
verify
a red
button.
stamp, all items must come out of your pockets, even if they are
That
zippers,
noise means the
Velcro, or button
thing is
pockets.
retracted. Go ahead and
These items
scan
may be placed either in the
here
bins
and over
or
here.
in the zippered pouch
Press
in
ready to
front of your
move.
seat.
Once you get your clears, hold up your high clear and hit move trains. You're gonna hold that button down until the train starts moving. After it does, you're gonna let the button go because Intamins are weird. Unlike other kinds of coasters, watch your train, where you need to hold the button down until both trains stops moving, both the outgoing and ingoing. Intamins don't want that.
Welcome back.
Intamins
When
are
the
fully
train stops,
automatic.
lift up on your
Go ahead and
lap
let
bars, grab your items out of the pouch
the other
and
op
exit to
check
your left.
this train.
Enjoy the rest
Intamins
of your
are
day
fully
at
automatic.
Chicago Thrill Yards.
Thus the reason for the auto mode stop right here,
Please
in addition to
step
the regular
quickly and
e-stop.
carefully through the gate in front of
The auto
you.
mode stop,
Place
the
your
e-stop
large
cuts
items
power to
in
the ride.
bins
The auto
and then
mode
take
stop
your seat.
will
Empty your pockets and place those items in the zipper
take it out,
pouch
put it
in
into
your feet.
manual mode, where
Riders
trains can
on the
only be moved
platform,
manually by
Please
controls,
stand clear of the gates.
which
They
we'll
will be
explain
closing
later
at this
as well
time.
when we get to controls.
Next, Hold the lap bar down as far as it will go.
As a matter of
Raise
fact,
your
if you hold the
arm
button
so our
down
mechanics
too
can
long,
check your restraint.
this lovely ride
During
will
your
think that the
ride,
button is
please
stuck.
remain seated.
It will
Keep
scream
your
at you,
hands, arms,
and it'll
feet, and
auto-stop
legs
itself.
inside the train at all times.
Same thing will
Your head
happen
against
if
the
you've
headrest.
got wind
Now get ready for the
higher
most
than 35
exhilarating
miles an
ride of
hour
your
at the
life
top of
through
the
the streets
loops.
of the Windy City. Attention riders waiting
Same
to board.
as if it
Just a
detects
friendly
that
reminder
anything
that if
outside
you
of the
have a
light
red
curtain
stamp,
that's over here
all items
by the
must
launch
come out of
track
your
is
pockets,
broken.
even if they are zippered,
There's a lot of
Velcro,
stuff
or button
that works
pockets.
in perfect
These
harmony to
items
keep
may
this
be
ride
placed
as safe
either in the
as
bins or
possible,
in the zippered pouch in front of your seat.
but sometimes it can be a bit of a hassle. But safety is the #1 priority at all Sentinel parks. We applaud Intamin for putting all these safety measures in place, even if they may act up. So this next train, you're going to do it by yourself a couple times. Wait for this train to come in. Watch your train.
Welcome back. When the train stops, lift up on your lap bars, grab your items out of the pouch,
The gates will
and
open.
exit to your left. Enjoy the rest of your day at Chicago Thrill Yards. Oncoming riders, please step quickly and carefully through the gate in front of you. Place your large items in the bin.
Riders on the platform,
and then
gates
take
are
your
closing,
seat.
so please stand
Next,
clear.
empty your pockets and place those
Go over to
items
the
in
train
zippered
and wait
pouch
for the
in front of
restraints to
your feet.
close.
Riders on the platform, please stand clear of the gates. They will be closing at this time. Next, pull the lap bar down as far as it will go and raise your arms so our mechanics
Alright,
can check your
hello,
restraint.
everything out of your pockets?
During
Alright,
your
good,
ride,
check.
please remain seated.
Everything out of your
Keep
pockets?
hands, arms,
Alright, good,
feet,
check.
and legs
Everything out of your pockets?
inside the train at all times.
Good, check.
And your head against
Everything
the
out of your
headrest.
pockets?
Now
Awesome.
get ready for the most
Go ahead and
exhilarating
go
ride
on
of your
back.
life through the streets of the Windy City. Attention riders waiting to board.
Go ahead and look up here.
Just a
All seats are
friendly
green.
reminder
So
that
go
if
ahead
you
and
have a
press
red
verify.
stamp, all items must come out of your pockets. Even
Scan
if they are zippers,
here,
Velcro, or button
there,
pockets.
and over
These
here.
items may be placed either in the bins
Press
or in the
ready to
zippered
move.
pouch in front of your seat.
Wait for your clears. Put up your high clear. And hold down move trains. All clear. Alright. Go ahead and let go of move trains. Then watch the train on the way out. And then watch the other train as it comes in. We're going to do one more example before we move on to
When the train stops,
load
lift
2.
up on your lap bars, grab your items
So
out
gates
of the
are
pouch,
open.
and exit to your left. Enjoy the rest of your day at Chicago Thrill Yards. Oncoming riders, please step quickly and carefully through the gate in front of you.
Alright, riders on the platform, your gates are now closing, so please stand clear.
Next, empty your pockets and place those
Go
items
over
in
here
the
and
zippered
wait
pouch
for
in
the
front of your
restraints to
feet.
close.
Riders on the platform, please stand clear of the gates. They will be closing at this time. Next, pull the lap bar down as far as it will go and raise your arms so our mechanics can check your
Alright,
restraint.
everything out of your pockets.
During your ride,
Alright,
please
good.
remain seated.
Everything out of your
Keep
pockets.
hands, arms, feet,
Oh,
and legs
awesome. Check.
inside the train
Everything
at
out of your
all times,
pockets.
and your head against
Okay.
the headrest.
Everything out of your
Now,
pockets.
get ready for the most
Awesome.
exhilarating ride of your life.
Go ahead and
through
look
the
at each
streets
seat
of the
on the way
Windy City.
back.
Attention riders waiting to
Go
board.
behind the panel, look up here.
Just a
All the
friendly
seats are
reminder
good.
that
Go
if
ahead and
you
press the
have a
verify
red
button.
stamp, all items must come out of your pockets, even if they
Look,
are zippered,
left,
Velcro, or
scan,
button pockets.
Do the launch
These
track,
items may be placed either in the bins or in the
and
zippered
press
pouch
ready to
in front of your
move.
seat.
Wait for your clears. Hold down move trains and hold up your clear. All clear. And watch your train as it goes out. Alright, now we're going to move on to load 2.
Welcome back. When the train stops, lift up on your
So let's
left,
go ahead and go over
grab your
here.
items out of the pouch and exit to your left.
Load 2 is
Enjoy
going to
the
be
rest
checking
of your
6
day
seats.
at
You're going to check
Chicago
the
Thrill
seat,
Yards.
the seat, this seat, this seat, this seat,
Oncoming
and the
riders,
seat.
Please
We're basically going to be doing the same thing as NL2, except with no panel anywhere, and we're going to be doing it backwards pretty much, which can trip you up at first. And sometimes Intamin trains have this weird psychological effect where you kind of forget the rest of the train is there. So make sure you've checked 6 seats for sending the train.
Please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times, and your head against the headrest.
And the eye cycle includes, you're going to look up there to make sure all the seats are green. You'll look back here on the transfer table to make sure no one's there. Look across from you, make sure no one's in front of that exit gate, hiding in the cubbies, and you're going to look across to make sure no one's in front of the entrance gates. You do not need people getting hit by trains.
These items may be placed either in the bins or in the zippered pouch in front of your seat.
So we're going to wait until this train's sent, and this, by the way, is your safe spot. Your safe zone, rather. This is where you need to stand. I know it's a bit close to the fence. Try not to lean. That's why we put the phone there. Leaning looks bad. People don't like it. Right.
Welcome back. When the train
So let's give it a try.
Lift up on your lap bars, grab your items out of the pouch,
Go ahead and stand by here. Everyone's coming in.
Enjoy the rest of your day at Chicago Thrill Yards. Oncoming riders, please step quickly and carefully through the
Alright,
gate
riders
in
on the
front of you.
platform, your gates
Place
are
your
now
large
closing,
items
so
in the bin
please stand
and
clear.
then take your seat. Next, empty your pockets and place those items in the zippered pouch in front of your
Wait
feet.
for the restraints to close. They'll
Riders
close
on
when
the
those
platform,
exit gates close.
Please stand clear of the gates. They will be closing at this time. Next, pull the lap bar down as far as it will go and raise your arms. So
Alright, everything out of your pockets?
Yep.
Check.
During
Everything
the
out of your
ride,
pockets?
please remain seated,
Yep,
keeping
good.
your
Check.
hands,
Everything out of your
arms,
pockets?
feet, and legs
Awesome.
inside the
Check.
train at all
Everything
times,
out of your
and your
pockets?
head against the
Cool.
headrest.
Check. Everything out of your
Get ready
pockets?
for the most exhilarating
Check.
ride of your life.
Everything out of your
The
pockets?
streets of the Windy
Awesome.
City.
Check. Go ahead and
Attention
walk on
riders
back
ready to board.
while looking at your train.
Just a friendly reminder that if you have a red stamp, all
Go ahead and
items
look
must
to
come
make
out
sure
of your
all seats are
pockets,
green.
even if they are zippered, Velcro, or button pockets.
And look back.
These items may be placed either
Up,
in the bins
out,
or in the zipper
around.
pouch in front of your seat.
You got your clear, so put out your low clear here. And eventually, load 1 will see it and push the buttons. All clear. And you're out of here. Sit upright, hold on tight, and enjoy your ride on Chicago Midwest Racers. Let's do it a couple more repetitions, and then we will move on
Welcome
to
back. When the train
next
stops,
position.
lift up on your lap bars, grab your items out of the pouch, and exit to your left. Enjoy the rest of your day at
So as
Chicago
usual,
Thrill
hang out
Yards.
here while everyone's coming in.
Oncoming riders, please step quickly and carefully through the gate in front of you.
If you see anyone
Place
in need
large
of
items
assistance
in the
getting
bin
into the train,
and
make
then
sure you
take
help
your
them.
seat.
Just
Next,
give them a hand.
empty your pockets and place
Riders on the
those items
platform,
in the
please
zippered
stand
pouch
clear
in
of the
front your
gates. They
feet.
are closing.
Riders on the platform, please stand clear of the gates. They will be closing at this time. Next, pull the lap bar down as far as it will go and raise your arms so our mechanics can check your restraint.
Alright, everything out of your pockets, sir?
During your ride,
Alright, thank you.
please remain
Everything out of your
seated,
pockets?
keeping your hands,
Thank you
arms,
very much.
feet,
Check.
and legs
Everything out of
inside
your
the train
pockets?
at all times, and your
Alright,
head
thank you.
against
Check.
the
Everything
headrest.
out of your pockets.
Now get
Cool,
ready
thanks.
for the most
Everything out of your
exhilarating ride
pockets?
your life through the
Awesome.
streets of the
Everything
Windy
out of your
City.
pockets? Cool.
Attention riders waiting to board.
Walk back. Get your
Just a
train.
friendly reminder
Scan for
that
any
if you
items
have
that
a
should
red
be there.
stamp, all items must come out of
Look
your
up there,
pockets,
make sure all seats
even
are
if they
green.
Zippered, Velcro,
Look over here.
or button pockets. These items
Do your eye
in
cycle.
the bins or in the zippered pouch in front of your seat.
Wait for the low clear from unload 2. Go ahead and put out your low clear. All clear. And you guys are out of here. Sit upright, hold on tight, and enjoy your ride. Alright, one more repetition for good measure, and we'll move on to the next position.
Welcome
Just to
back.
make sure you got it.
When the train stops, lift up on your lap bars, grab your items out of the pouch, and exit to your left. Enjoy the rest of your day at Chicago Thrill Yards.
Just kind of hang out a little bit.
Oncoming riders, please step
Wait
quickly and
for
carefully through the gate in front of you. Place
everyone to
your
be
large
ready.
items in the bins, and then take your
He's
seat.
coming in.
Next, empty your pockets.
All
and place
right,
those items
riders
in
on the
zippered
platform.
pouch in
Gates
front of your
are
feet.
closing. Please stand
Riders on
clear.
the platform, please stand clear of the gates. They will be closing at this time. Next, pull the lap bar down as far as it will go and raise your arms so our mechanics can check
Hello,
your
everything
strength.
out of your pockets?
During
Cool.
your ride,
Everything out of your
please remain
pockets?
seated, keeping your hands,
Awesome.
arms, feet,
Everything
and
out of your
legs
pockets?
inside the train at all times.
Awesome.
And your
Everything
head
out of your
against the
pockets?
headrest.
Cool.
Now get ready for the most
Everything out of your
exhilarating
pockets?
ride of your life through the streets
Awesome.
of the
Everything
windy
out of your
city.
pockets?
Attention
Awesome.
riders waiting to board.
All right.
Just a friendly
Look
reminder
at
that
your
if
seats.
you have a red stamp, all items
Back here.
must come out of your pockets. Even
Check
if they
up
are
here, make sure
zippered,
seats are green.
Velcro, or
Check the
button
transfer table.
pockets.
Do your
These
eye cycle.
items may be placed either in the bins or in the zippered pouch in front of your seat.
Let your low clear. All clear. Sit upright, hold on tight, and enjoy your ride. All right, we're gonna go to unload 2 when this next train
Welcome
comes.
back. When the train stops, lift up on your lap bars, grab your items out of the pouch, and exit
Pull
to
up
your
your
left.
cross.
Enjoy
Cross.
the rest of your day
Go ahead
at
and cross
Chicago
the train.
Thrill Yards. Oncoming riders, please step
This is unload
quickly and
2.
carefully through the
You'll
gate
be
in
checking
front
the
of
back 4 seats over
Place
here.
your
So you'll be
large
checking
items
this one,
in
this
the
one,
bin,
this one, and this one.
and then take your seat.
The reason being is
Empty
in
your
case
pockets
you have to
and
handle
place those items in the zippered pouch in front of your feet.
alternate access. That's why we gave
Riders
this
on the
position
platform,
less seats.
Please stand clear
to
of
check.
the gates. They will be closing at this time.
Because also,
Next,
exit host is cut
pull the
before
lap bar down
elevators and
as far
spiels.
as it will go and raise your arms so our mechanics can check your restraint. During your ride,
So
please
same thing as on the other side,
keep
except
your
you've only got
hands,
4
arms,
seats.
feet, and legs inside the train at all times. And your
You may
head
also have to spiel here if
Now get ready
both
for the most
exit
exhilarating ride of your
and
life through the streets
elevators
of
and
the
spiels
windy
is
city.
cut.
Attention riders waiting to
So your eye cycle is going
Just
to
a
be up
friendly
here
reminder that if you have a
to
red
make
stamp,
sure that all the
items
seats are
must
green.
come out of your pocket,
It's going to be
even if they are
back here in the
zipped,
cubbies
Velcro,
to make
or
sure
button pockets.
that nobody's
These
hiding in
items
there
may be placed
and that
either in the bin
all the items
or in
are
the zippered
inside.
pouch in front of your seat.
You're going to also have to push-pull this gate. You're going to have to visually check it too to make sure people are behind and up in front of the gate. You're also going to check out here and check across. So the next train will go through the seat checking procedure.
Welcome back. When the train stops,
Intervins are really
lift
cool,
up
aren't
on your
they?
lap bars.
Alright, so like before, just kind of hang out here.
Enjoy the rest of your day at Chicago Thrill Yards. Oncoming riders,
Until it's time to
please
start
step
checking
quickly and
seats.
carefully through the gate in front of you. Place your large items in the bins and then take your seat.
Oh, it's
Next,
good.
empty your pockets and
Make
place
sure all
those
the
items
items
in the
are
zippered
here.
pouch in front of your feet.
All the items here are
Riders on the
inside the
platform,
cubbies and not in
Please
front of
stand
them.
clear of the gates. They will
Riders
be
on the platform,
closing at
gates are
this
closing.
time.
Please stand clear.
Next, pull the lap bar down as far as it will go and raise your arms so our mechanics
Hello, everything
can
out of your
check
pockets.
strength.
Awesome.
During your ride,
Everything
please
out of your
remain
pockets.
seated, keeping your
Cool,
hands,
check it.
arms, feet, and legs
Everything out of your pockets.
inside the train at all times.
Awesome.
And your head against
Everything
the
out of your
headrest.
pockets. Cool,
Now
thank you.
get ready for the most exhilarating
Go
ride
ahead
of your life
and walk
through
back
the
here.
streets of the windy city.
Go over here.
Attention riders waiting
Push
to
pull
board.
the exit gate.
Just a friendly reminder.
Come back here.
A red stamp. All items must come out of your pocket.
Look up here.
Even if they are zippers,
Back here.
Velcro, or
Look
button
around
pockets.
here.
These items
overlook your train, and then put out your low clear. You're the first clear. Make sure you put it so that both this position and this position can see. All clear. Alright, we'll do a couple more repetitions, and then we will go to unload 1.
And exit to your left. Enjoy the rest of your day at Chicago Thrill Yards.
So again, hang out here while everyone starts coming in.
Please step quickly and carefully through the gate in front of you. Place your large items in the bins and then take your seat. Next, empty your pockets.
Riders on the platform, your gates are now closing, so please stand clear. Gates are going to
Riders
close.
on the platform, please stand clear of the gates. They will be closing at this time. Next, pull the lap bar down as far as it will go and raise your arms so our mechanics
Whoa, everything
can
out of your
check your
pockets?
strength.
Cool. Check.
During
Everything
the
out of your
ride,
pockets?
please remain seated,
Awesome.
keeping
Check.
your hands, arms,
Everything out of your
feet, and
pockets?
legs inside
Cool.
the train
Check.
at all times.
Everything out of your
Head against
pockets?
the headrest.
Alright,
Now
cool.
get ready for the most
Go ahead
exhilarating ride of your
and
life through the streets
visually
of the
check
Windy
these
City.
seats. Go over here.
Attention riders waiting to board.
Push pull this gate.
Just a friendly reminder that if you have a red stamp, all items must come
Check
out of
up
your
front,
pocket,
make sure all the seats are
even if
green.
they are zippered, Velcro,
Check back
or
here.
button pockets.
Check
These
up
items
here.
may be placed
Check
either in
back
the
here.
bins or in
Put
the
out
zippered
your
pouch in front
low
of your seat.
clear. The thing is, we've got model guests here right now. And when you've got the actual guests on opening day, those are going to be the nightmares. So it may look like it's going smoothly, but we want to set an example for how things should be going.
Grab your items out of the pouch and exit.
There are no doubt going to be unexpected occurrences along the way.
At Chicago Thrill Yards.
But as long as safety is upheld at all
Please
times,
step
shouldn't have a
quickly and
problem.
carefully through the gate in front of you. Place your large items in the bins and then take your
And
seat.
make sure you hit that interval,
Next, empty your pockets
because
and place those items
a
in the
fast-moving
zipper pouch
line
in front
is
of
a
your
happy
feet.
line.
Riders on the platform, please stand clear of the gates. They will
Happy
be
guests
closing at this
mean
time.
happy associates too.
Next,
It's a symbiotic
pull the lap bar
relationship.
down as far as it will go and raise your arms so our mechanics can check your restraint.
Alright, everything out of your pockets?
During your
Cool.
ride,
Check.
please
Everything out of your
remain seated,
pockets?
keeping your
Cool.
hands, arms,
Everything
feet,
out of
and
your
legs
pockets?
inside the train
Awesome.
at all
Check.
times,
Everything out of your
and head
pockets?
against the headrest.
Awesome. Go ahead and
Now
visually
get
check
ready
these
for the
4
most
seats.
exhilarating ride of your life through the
Go over
streets
and
of the
push
Windy
pull
City.
this exit gate.
Attention riders waiting to board.
Come back up here. Check up front to make sure the seats are locked. Check back here. Check the gates, the cubbies. Go ahead and put down your low clear.
Or in the zippered pouch in front of your seat.
Don't forget to watch your train as it's going out and the next train as it's coming in. All clear and you guys are out of here. Enjoy your ride on Chicago Midwest Racers. Alright, crew rotate on next train.
Welcome back. When the train stops, lift up on your lap bar.
Rotate.
Grab your items out of
Cross,
the pouch
cross.
and exit to your left. Enjoy the rest of your day at Chicago
Alright,
Thrill
this
Yards.
is the last restraint checking position. This is
Oncoming
load
riders,
1.
please step
You're going to be
quickly and
checking 6
carefully through the
seats.
gate in front
1,
of you.
2, 3,
Place your
4,
large items
5,
in the
6,
bins, and then
as well
take your
as
seat.
this gate
Next,
right
empty
here.
your pockets and place those items in
Your
the
eye
zippered
cycle
pouch
is
in
going to
front of your
include up
feet.
here at the front,
Riders on the platform, please
back of
stand
the
clear of
platform,
gates. They will
across
be
the
closing
platform,
at this
and the
time.
launch track.
Next,
The reason
pull the lap bar down as far
we
as
didn't
it will
even out
go
the seats,
and
even though you
raise your
both have
arms
gates checked,
so our mechanics
is
can check your restraint.
because A, the gate is right here by your safe
Please
zone,
remain seated.
and B,
Your hands,
unload
arms,
2
and legs
will possibly
inside
have
the train
alternate
at all
access
times,
to deal
and
with
your
as
head
well.
against the headrest.
So it's easier if they just have
Get
4
ready for the
seats.
most exhilarating ride of your life.
Plus, isn't 6 seats more fun anyway? It's more fun with more seats.
Attention riders waiting to board.
So once the next train comes in, once the green train comes in, we're going to do a few repetitions.
Even if they are zippered, Velcro, or button pockets. These items may be used either in the bins or in the zipper.
In terms of clears, you're waiting for a low clear from back here, and you need to put out your low clear so that Enable can see it. So bottom of the loops, interval, and all clear. Alright, you ready to try it? Let's go through the motions.
When the train stops, lift up on your lap bars. Grab your
First things first, let's hang out here.
to your left. Enjoy the rest of your day.
When people
at
come in,
Chicago Thrill Yard.
make sure people put their stuff in the cubbies.
Please step quickly
Not in
and
front of them.
carefully through the gate in front of you.
Riders on the platform, your gates are now closing, so please stand clear.
Next, empty your pockets and place those items in the zippered pouch in front of your feet. Riders on the platform, please stand clear of the gates. They will be closing at this time. Next, pull the lap bar down as far as it will go and raise your arms so our mechanics
Righty, everything
can
out of your
check your
pockets.
strength.
Awesome, thank
During
you.
your ride,
Everything out of your
please remain
pockets.
seated, keeping
Cool.
your hands, arms,
Everything out of your
feet, and
pockets.
legs
Awesome,
inside
thanks.
the train at all
Everything
times,
out of your
and
pockets.
your head against the headrest.
Nice. Everything
Now
out of your
get ready
pockets.
for the most
Cool,
exhilarating
thank
ride
you.
of your life
Everything out of your
through the
pockets.
streets of the Windy
Awesome,
City.
thank you.
Attention riders waiting to
Go ahead
board.
and look back
Just
on
a
your
friendly
train.
reminder that if you have a red stamp,
Go ahead and
all
push pull
items
this
must
gate.
come out of your pockets.
Come
Even
back
if they are
here.
zippered,
Look up
Velcro,
here to make sure
or
all the
button
seats are
pockets.
green. Look
These
back
items
here.
may be placed
Look up
either in
here.
the bins or in the zippered
And wait for
pouch
the low
in front of your
clear.
seat.
With the low clear, go ahead and put out your low clear. All clear. Don't forget to watch your train as it's going out of the station. Alright, a couple more repetitions before we
When the train
move into the
stops,
control booth.
Lift up on your lap bars, grab your items out of the pouch, and
Everyone's
exit to
coming
your
in,
right.
watch to make sure
Enjoy the
that
rest of your day at
they put their
Chicago
items
Thrill
in
Yard.
front of the cubbies.
Oncoming
Or
riders,
in the cubbies,
please
not in
step
front.
quickly and carefully through the gate
My
in
bad.
front of you. Place your large items in the bins
Alright, riders
and
on the
then take
platform,
seat.
your gates are now
Next,
closing, so
empty
please
your
stand
pockets
clear.
And place those items in the zippered pouch in front of your feet. Riders on the platform, please stand clear of the gates. They will be closing at this time. Next, pull the lap bar down as far as it will go and raise your arms so our mechanics can check your restraint.
Alright,
During
go
the ride,
ahead
please
and
remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs
check.
inside the train at all times.
Alright, sir, everything out of your
and head
pockets?
against the
Awesome.
headrest.
Everything out of your
Now
pockets?
get ready for
Cool.
the most exhilarating
Everything out of your
ride
pockets?
life through the
Cool
streets
beans.
of the
Everything out of your
Windy City.
pockets? Cool.
Attention,
Everything out
riders
of your
waiting to
pockets?
board.
Awesome.
Just a
Everything out of your
friendly
pockets?
reminder that
Cool.
if you have a red
Watch your
stamp,
train.
all items must come out of your pockets, even if they
Go
are
ahead and push
zippers,
pull the gate.
Velcro, or button pockets. These
Back
items
here,
may be
up
placed
here,
either in the bins
back
or in
here,
the zippered pouch
and up here.
in front of your seat.
Clear. Go ahead and put out your low clear. All clear. Enjoy your ride here on Midwest Racers. We got 2 more repetitions to do.
Welcome back. When the train stops, lift up on your lap bars,
All right.
grab your items
Go
out
ahead
of
and
the
hang out
pouch,
here. Make
and
sure
exit to your
everyone's
left.
got
Enjoy the rest of your day
their
at
stuff
Chicago
in the
Thrill Yard.
bins and not in front of them.
Oncoming riders,
It's loading, loading,
please step
loading,
quickly
loading,
and
loading.
carefully through the gate in front of you. Place your large items
Alright,
in
riders
the
on the
bins
platform,
and
your
then take your
gates
seat.
are closing.
Next, empty your pockets
Please stand clear.
and place those items in the zippered pouch in front of your feet. Riders on the platform, please stand clear of the gates.
Right, get ready to
They
check
will
seats.
be closing at this time. Next, pull the lap bar down as far as it will go and raise your arms so our mechanics can check
All
the
right.
restraint. During
Everything
the
out of your
ride,
pockets?
please remain
Cool,
seated,
check.
keeping your
Everything out of your
hands,
pockets?
arms, feet,
Awesome,
and legs
check.
inside
Everything out of
the
your
train at all
pockets?
times,
Check.
and your head
Everything
against
out of your
the headrest.
pockets? Awesome, check.
Now get
Everything
ready
out of your
for the most
pockets?
exhilarating
Cool,
ride
check.
of your life
Everything out of
in
your
the
pockets?
streets of the
Awesome.
Windy City.
There we go.
Attention
That's how it
riders
should
waiting to
go.
board.
Rapid fire.
Just a friendly reminder that if
Look
you
at the
have
seats.
a red stamp,
Go
all
ahead
items
and
must
push
come
pull
out
this
of your
gate.
pockets, even
Come
if
back
they are
here.
zippered,
Look up
Velcro,
there. Make
or
sure
button
every seat is
pockets.
green.
These items may be placed either in the bins
Back
or
here.
in the zippered pouch in front of your seat.
Look across here. Back here. They've got their low clear out, so go ahead and put out your low clear. All clear. And you guys are out of here. Enjoy your ride on Midwest Racers. Alright, one last repetition. We haven't done a repetition in any of the positions with the yellow train yet.
Welcome
So I just
back.
want to do one with the
When the
yellow
train
train.
stops,
Just
lift
for
up on your lap bars,
just to get the
grab
yellow
your
train
items
turn.
out of the
Go ahead
pouch,
and
exit
go
to your
ahead
left.
and hang out here.
Enjoy the rest of your day at Chicago Thrill Yards.
Everyone's putting everything
Oncoming
away.
riders, please
Away,
step
put it
quickly
away,
and
put it
carefully through
away.
the gate in front of you.
Alright, and riders on the platform, your gates are now closing.
Next,
So
empty your
stand
pockets
clear.
and place those items in the zippered pouch in front of your feet. Riders on the platform, please stand clear of the gates. They will be closing at this time. Next, pull the lap bar down as far as it will go and raise your arms. So our
Hello there,
mechanics
everything out of your
can check
pockets?
the restraint.
Awesome. Everything out of your pockets?
During your ride,
Cool.
please remain seated.
Everything out of your
keeping
pockets?
Your hands, arms,
Awesome.
feet,
Everything
and
out of your
legs
pockets?
inside the
Good.
train at all times.
Everything out of your
Your head
pockets?
against the headrest.
Awesome. Everything out of your
Now
pockets?
Get ready for the most
Awesome.
exhilarating ride of your life.
Go
in the
ahead
streets of
and
the Windy City.
back down this way.
Attention riders waiting to
Push
board.
pull your gate.
Just a friendly reminder that if you
Back
have
here.
a red stamp, all
Check the
items
seats,
must come
make
out
sure
of
they're
your pockets,
green.
even if they are zippered,
Back
Velcro,
here.
or button pockets. These
Look
items
up here.
may be placed either in the bins or in the zippered pouch in front of your seat.
Go ahead and wait for a low clear from back here. Put out your low clear. All clear. You guys are all clear, and that means you're out of here. Sit upright, hold on tight, and enjoy your ride. Alright, before we go up into the control booth, there's
When the
one
train
thing I
stops,
forgot to
lift
mention
up on your
about
lap
the
bars, grab your items out of the pouch and exit to your
enable
left.
panel. That's how to set
Enjoy the
gates
rest
to
of your
manual.
day
So gate
at
toggle
Chicago Thrill Yards.
opens and closes the gates. That's only if you press it once. If you press it
Please step
twice,
quickly and carefully through the gate in front of you. Place your large items
the gates
in the
will not
bins
move,
and then take your seat.
but instead go into
Next,
manual.
empty your pockets and place those items in the zippered pouch in front of your feet.
If
Riders
this
on the platform,
is
please stand
lit
clear
up,
of the
that
gates.
means the gates are in
They
manual.
will be closing
Simply
at this
press
time.
twice
Next,
in order
pull the lap
to
bar down as far as it will go
put them back
and raise
into
your arms
auto.
so our mechanics can check
The
the restraint. During your ride,
delay
please remain seated,
for pressing it
keeping your
twice is
hands,
3
arms,
seconds.
feet, and legs
That's why
inside
the
train
gates
at
will
all
open with
times,
this
and
3-second
your head
delay
against
if you
the
press the
headrest.
button.
Now get ready for the most exhilarating ride of your life.
So
The
just a
streets
quick
of
little
the
tidbit,
Windy City.
and let's go up
Attention
into
riders waiting
the
to board.
launch room.
Just a friendly
The
reminder.
launch room is the second room over here. The launch track is right in front of you. It contains 2 launch tracks powered by very powerful linear synchronous motors, which are in turn some very powerful electromagnets. All you need to do to activate these electromagnets is press these 2 buttons at the same time, just once, and the train will launch. So basically you're going to do just that. You're also going to count cycles. You're going to have a clipboard right here with all the cycle counts for the hour. And you're going to check off a box each time you launch a train. You're also going to, if you hear this phone ring and its controls, it's probably a no launch call. And then you're going to look to see what the offending seat is. And then you're going to call it out, and then a ride-op's going to go onto the launch track and look for the phone. Or large stuffed animal. Or whatever it is that's causing the no launch. So basically, just wait till arms down, head back, hold on plays. Make sure everyone's arms are down. Go ahead and spam the arms down button if you need to. And you're going to press the buttons. There'll be a small delay. You don't need a countdown or anything. You just launch them. So why don't we sit in the seat and give it a try. Off they go. Now just sit here and wait. Then out comes the next train ready to be launched. Go ahead and check to make sure no one has their phone out. If you do, address the issue. And then you're just going to sit and wait for the other train to get here. Wait for arms down, head back, and hold on to play. And then as soon as these two buttons are flashing, these ones right here, you'll press them both at the same time. There will be a slight delay, and then the trains will launch. You don't need to hold them down, you just need to make sure they're pressed at the same time. Alright, here's the green and blue trains. There you go. And then those are going to come back and launch again. Alright, we'll do one more repetition because this is such a simple position to do. And then we'll go ahead into the main control booth. Go ahead and watch the train there. Listen to the cool car sounds. Alright, here comes the other train. Alright, look up and down. Everyone's arms are down. There's no phones. Go ahead and press those buttons. And press. Sit here and wait till those trains make it over, just to make sure they make it over the loop. Because sometimes they'll roll back. Although it's a lot rarer on this ride than, say, Top Thrill Dragster. Because it's at a lower height and there's a lot less variables in play. Alright, let's go ahead next door. And this is the moment you've all been waiting for, the creme de la creme. This beautiful collaboration between Intamin and Consign to make an amazing looking hybrid panel. So this is your mic. It's supposed to be a foot pedal that activates it. Got a lot of block resets here. And then, unlike, say, Top Thrill Dragster, you're actually, if you ever need to move trains manually, you're going to use blue buttons, not orange ones. Besides the foot pedal, you also have this push to talk button. If this isn't lit up, we got problems. So, let's see here what each button does. This and this both need to be jump started, so those need 2 people. Each of the block resets need 2 people. And then got a display here that tells you different stuff, like the weather, the wind. If this wind exceeds 35 miles an hour at the top for 10 minutes or more, the ride will stop. It likes to do that on its own. And it'll tell you on the display if it's due to high wind, at which point you then make the announcement that it's due to high wind. You may notice an acknowledge button. If any errors pop up on the screen, that acknowledge button is to let you know that you acknowledge the error. That's why it's called that. And it'll allow the mechanics to fix the issue. This is for if you need to check low zones. You can put your tag on it and then go down into the low zones and look. This will make sure the ride can never turn on as long as people are down there. Only people who have their lock on here can remove it. So if you go to do low zones at the end of the night, please, for the love of God, take your tag off. Because you don't want to be that guy where we can't open the ride the next day because you left your tag on. This obviously resets this stuff. And this toggles the restraint release again if you need to unlock a car. To unlock a car, what you're going to do is you're going to touch this, touch these, it'll light up yellow. And then if you need to unlock a car, you just press this button and it'll unlock. It's preset to unlock for 10 seconds at a time before it locks again. So you may have to do it multiple times if for some reason the restraint doesn't go up, whether it be mechanical or by human. This HMI enable allows you to use the touchscreen. If you want anything here to work, you have to be holding this down. These are also for closing the gates and the exit gates. That gate toggle sets it to manual. Or not. These actually close the gates. So how about procedures? So when the train parks, you're going to make sure everything's going smoothly in the station. You're going to make sure people aren't tripping and everything. And then at some point you're going to announce, riders on the platform, gates are closing, please stand clear. And then you're going to hold, then you're going to close the gates here. If you need to open them again, load 1 can do that, or you can. It's up to you. You do not need to hit the restraints button unless you're unlocking a train. The restraints will relock on their own after 20 seconds. It's 10 seconds if you unlock them, give the restraint button. If it's 20 if they unlock automatically. The train parks in the station. Each of these will turn green as the seats become locked. Once all 5 are green, the verify button can then be pressed on the enable side. Once that is pressed, those will dim gray, at which point you cannot unlock the restraints without a battery pack. Once that's the case, you scan all around. You also scan the launch track. Once the high clear is there, you will say all clear, and then you will hold down move trains. Don't forget to press ready to move first. Alright, now that you've got it, now that you've been taught that, the next train we're going to go ahead and sit at the controls. So we'll just wait for the next train to go.
Attention riders waiting to board. Just a friendly reminder, if you have a red stamp, all items must come out of your pockets, even if they are zippered, Velcro,
Alright, we're just waiting for this train to dispatch. And then once the green train parks, we'll move into controls. Keep in mind that each time you move into controls and out of controls, you will have to sign in and sign out. And there always has to be someone in the control booth at all times. Another thing to note is that controls parties, while fun, look very unprofessional during the day and should be avoided. If people come back from break, please send them to a position and get breaks going. The cutbacks would like to go home on time and really don't want to be held up by controls parties. So, just make sure you got all that. Alright, now sitting at controls. Who's coming in? Riders on the platform gates are closing. Please stand clear. You do not have to give the same warning about exit gates. This will just lock the gates.
Hold the lap bar down as far as it will go and raise your arms. So our mechanics
Everyone's checking restraints. Look for these to turn green and then eventually gray.
feet and legs inside the train at all times. Arms and your head against the back and hold on. Get ready for the most exhilarating ride of your life through the streets of the Windy City. Attention riders waiting to
Once the verify button is pressed, then you start your iSight.
have a red stamp. All items must come out of your pockets.
Alright, go ahead and do your iCycle.
Velcro or button pockets. These items
Go ahead and hit ready to move. The high clear. Alright, you've got the high clear. Wait for the interval. All clear. And then you don't have to hold down the buttons. The trains will just move on their own. Usually there will be some form of multi-move too. The ride's still in its youngest stages, so it hasn't really been activated yet. Once it is, though, you'll see the trains moving much closer together. Speaking of trains, we'll do a few more, and then we'll do final thoughts. Rise on the platform, your gates are closing, please stand clear.
riders on the platform. Please stand clear of the gates. They will be closing at this time. Hold the lap bar down as far as it will go.
And of course, don't forget to call rotation every 30 minutes. And if it's a platform rotation, you want to do 6. Alright, verify has been pressed. Go ahead and go look right. Look around. And get ready to move. All clear. One more thing about hitting interval. If you see the crew being sluggish, you can prod them a little bit. Just don't get too annoying. And don't make them hate you for it. But definitely get on them if they're being slow, especially on a ride like this where the line's super long. Here's what I would do. Ready means hurry up. Ready means let's go already. I would say ready when the train is going up the loop for the first time, the non-inverting loop. And then ready once the train hits interval. Of course, those can be quicker during the so-called speed slot, but on a ride like this, that's just how it is. There's no such thing because you just, as John Panette said, there's no such thing as a buffet in Italy. That's just how it is. Same concept here, sort of. Alright. One more train after this, and then we're going to call it. All clear. Notice how everything is working like clockwork. Once that train parks, getting everyone through in a timely and smooth fashion. This is how it should look for as many trains as possible. Riders on the platform, your gates are closing, so please stand clear. Go ahead and lock the exit gates.
Inside the train at all times. Down. And your head against the headrest. Hold on. Now get ready for the most exhilarating ride of your life in the streets of the Windy City. Attention riders waiting to board. Just the front of the line.
I cycle.
All items must come out of your pockets, even if they are zippered, velcro.
Hit ready to move. Go ahead and wait for the high clear coming from enable. All clear. And you're out of here. Sit upright, hold on tight, and enjoy your ride on Chicago Midwest Racers. Alright, as soon as this train parks, we're going to go ahead and walk out with some final thoughts. Another thing, there are certain positions that can be abandoned, such as restraint check positions. You can always pick up the slack of other positions restraint checking. However, the metal detectors cannot be abandoned. They are an integral part to keeping the ride as safe as possible from loose articles. The entrance cannot be abandoned either. And the crowd cannot be abandoned either. Crowd is imperative to making sure that trains are filled adequately, and entrance is another integral part to making sure people meet requirements and do not have items they shouldn't have. Positions may certainly change as the ride ages through the years. And for all we know, 10 years from now, the procedure could look completely different. But for now, it's a brand new ride that will hopefully open soon. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and we look forward to your continued support throughout the years as we continue to new heights here at Chicago Thrill Yards.